Ashe family, it's your guy, man, Armand Rose. Hey, we're gonna dive right into it. Um, and I know the title is with the title that I'm thinking. If I use it, I know you guys are gonna be shocked, right? So the, the title that I'm thinking of using is "Fat Motherfuckers." Let's be clear. Um, it'll be something along that line, right? So I want to start off by saying I don't think a lot of people fat shame. I don't believe in that. I think people try to give overweight, arrogant people some and I look, man, if that's what you do, and I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna start off with this, right? If that's what you do it. Just do it. If you like, taking your shirt, like I told you guys, and I gotta start with this too. At my heaviest, 420 plus pounds. I don't talk about this a lot because it's really embarrassing, man. The last time I went and got on a scale, I was too heavy. So I know that's why I say I was over 420 pounds. Last time I did my weight, I was 415. And once again, if you go back through all these health and wealth videos, I had just hurt my ankle and I couldn't do anything. And I was sitting up here doing nothing and tore the ligaments in my ankle, had ankle surgery, and blew up. That's how I found Dr. Sebi, but this video ain't about that. When I was that weight, you guys didn't see me running around here with my shirt off. You guys didn't see me running around here with my pants hanging off my ass. You guys didn't see me hanging around here with a tank top on that's 5 times too little with my belly out. You guys just didn't see me do certain things. So as a heavier dude, I carried myself, and I hopefully I still carry myself with a little respect, and you know, and self-respect more than anything else. It ain't about what you guys think. It's about what I think. I don't think that looks, honestly, as a big person, I didn't think that looked good. Now, I'm gonna say this in a way that I don't want to try to shame anybody, but at my heaviest, I did not want to be fat. At my heaviest, I did not want to be big like that. And I've told people it's not your fault that you're this heavy. It's the things that we've been conditioned to believe is healthy. It's the things that we've been conditioned from. I don't care who you are, what background you have. If you wasn't raised 100% vegan, 100% raw vegan, if you was not raised that way and you're fat, it's not your fault. Okay? Now, all this information that we're putting out there, it's your fault now that you want to be still, you want to say that I'm comfortable in my skin that I'm in. That's the biggest lie that I've ever heard in my life. You're not comfortable. If you are a female over 280 pounds, and if you are a man over 300 pounds, you're not comfortable. Shoulder hurt. Your mid to lower back hurt. Both your knees hurt. This shoulder gonna hurt if you're right-handed. I'm left-handed, so my left shoulder hurts all the time. I'm 280 right now, and it's still, like I told y'all, I want to get down to 250. And I've always told you guys, this is the hardest thing that I've done in my life. And this has been going on since, 2017? So I'm not popping pills. Y'all see me gain weight. Y'all see me lose weight. Y'all see me fluctuate. Y'all see me do all this other shit. It's hard to stay on this path. Now, these miracle pill popping motherfuckers are these surgery people that used to be big and now, like I said, I don't like the name drop, but it's bothering me to a point where I made a post, I deleted the post, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta say something because these fat motherfuckers are talking like they wasn't fat, or they wasn't promoting Oh, I'm happy being this. I'm happy being a plus size. I'm happy doing this, and I'm happy. You guys shouldn't shame me for doing this. I should be able to take pictures with my ass hanging out. Now it's Ozempic is taking away the fat girl culture. There should not be a fat girl culture. There should not be a fat man culture. There not should be a fat anything culture if we were eating organic food, if we were being promoted and given healthy organic food. This is the things that I try to tell y'all, that like if you cook what you think is organic chicken and what you think is, healthy rice and healthy sides and vegetables, you should be able to maintain a healthy a decent weight. And you can't, because all the chemicals they're pumping into this food. It's hard to do. Now, you got these magical pill popping motherfuckers that now all of a sudden want to say that there's no more big girl culture. Or you got big girls validating that men sleep with them, and that men are chasing after them, and the men are sliding their DMs. But ain't not one of them got a man. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. To each his own. You like who you like. But see, I'm not talking about your shape. I'm talking about your health. I've never said anything to be mean and disrespectful to a woman that's big, because I was big. I was when I started my journey, I was upset that I didn't hear this from other people. I didn't hear that, I told you guys, I was always told. It's just the culture. I'm not mad at my people because they didn't know. Can not one of you guys tell me I'm lying on here? Oh, baby, you so skinny. Anybody from my past? Anybody from my past? No, when I left Gina, I don't think I was 100 pounds. Oh, baby, eat, baby, eat, baby, eat. We're taught to eat. We're taught to eat like this before we even start developing any notion of health and wealth. We're taught to finish our plate. We're taught to sit here until you eat it type deal. Oh, you made it, you gonna eat it. Oh, you made all that food, you gonna sit there and eat all that food. We were taught that. We was conditioned. Looking back on it, yeah, it was the backwardest ass thing. If your baby full, man, let your baby go. Put that shit in the Tupperware thing and go on about your business. Let your baby go outside and play. Burn that bullshit off that you just fed them. But getting back to the notion that I'm seeing right now is these big girls talking like we will always said things to belittle them, and that's not the truth. That's just asinine. No, we don't want you out there in. And I saw a post the other day. This big girl had on like a 2-piece something, and they was like, "You wearing that, girl? Go ahead, girl." No, don't nobody want to see that shit. Now, people are going to be mean because, of course, there's a lot of internet people. The singer that used to cry all the time, now she done lost all that weight, and she's talking about there's nobody to represent the big girl culture. There's still a lot of big girls out there. But what y'all are doing, and you're doing it as a misservice, is you saying that, one, there's a big girl culture. There shouldn't be a big girl culture. Kill that shit. We want to talk about health and longevity. So we need to eat better. We need to do better. So no, if you do those things, if you try to do those things, it's not going to be a morbidly obese big girl culture. Because in this system, if you just cut back to what you're supposed to, the calories that if you want to go by the calories, which I don't, even if you want to go with the calories that you're supposed to take, you got to know what's in the product and all the other bullshit. And I'll tell y'all this, why it's so hard. It's because I'm the type of person, after 2 to 3 days, I don't eat the same thing. So that prep meal and shit don't work for me. Like I'm good for the first day, the second day, the third day, I don't want shit no more. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. It's gonna go in the trash, or it's gonna go outside to the chickens. Sorry, it's just the way I am. And it ain't about taste. You know, I've made my mind up that we got to do this for a lifestyle. You can't do it for taste. Um, I've been searching organic stuff up online. I'll get the package, and then once I get the package, I can scan it because of the app I told you guys I use. And a lot of that shit has horrible preservatives in it. I get it. I understand that it is. Listen, that's why I say it's the hardest journey that I've ever taken in my life, because everything is contaminated. Not some things, not majority of the things, everything. Why do you guys think I've always told you guys to stop drinking alkaline water? Okay, I'm gonna tell. This is why I told y'all that. Don't drink alkaline water, because they put so much chemicals in the water for it to be alkaline. Some of them use harmful chemicals. Some of them use baking soda. Some of them use a whole bunch of shit to give that pH level a high pH level. Okay, and it's a false pH. So that's why I said, if you're going to drink water, spring water. Okay, if you're going to eat fruit, make sure it has seeds. Don't eat seedless fruits. So that just knocks out a whole bunch of your fruit. But now you starting to see, when I told y'all, don't eat watermelon, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, because hell, I'm fasting every day. When I break my fast, I eat a watermelon and I'm throwing it up. It's coming out of everywhere. Nobody wants to be fat. The food is addictive. The chemicals in the food makes you want the food more. The chemicals in the food make you want to be, it makes you hungry all the time. Eating the way we eat makes us hungry all the time. It doesn't give our body time enough to digest what's in it. And it doesn't give our body time enough to heal. Eating 3 times a day is not a dietary situation. You shouldn't be eating that much a day. I don't care what nobody say. Okay? Nobody wants to be big. So this lifestyle change that you see people popping pills to do is because they're not happy being big. They're not comfortable being big. They actually want to be a skinny bitch. They actually like the sexiness, the way it feels to be able to go and that's one of the first things I told y'all. I'm like, man, I went to Walmart and bought some clothes. I ain't done that shit in about 15, 20 years. I bought some shirts. I bought shirts at Walmart. Now they some shitty ass shirts now. Look, I ain't promoting Walmart. All my Western shirts, you wear them once, and they motherfuckers shrink. They shrink so bad, it's like, god damn. It's like, come on, Walmart, step up your game, man. Pre-wash the material or something. These shirts are shrinking, man. They bad. They bad. But you know, it makes you feel good to be able to look a certain way, man. And I'm really sick and tired of seeing fat motherfuckers on here talking about, oh, I'm comfortable in my body. I'm a proud fat black person. I'm fine. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you truly was, nobody would be popping pills. And I don't care what level you want to say you on when it comes to this journey. If you were comfortable being fat, you would stay fat. That's a disease, family. Now we're talking about mental issues. Okay, now we're talking about, like I said, it's hard. It is hard out there doing this, and especially when you don't have somebody that you can reach out to for tutelage. But this is why a lot of us make these health and wealth videos. Like, listen, stop lying to yourself. If you want to, and I've broken it down to you guys the simplest way that I can. And I don't know listen, man, I don't know what the fuck you're going to be able to eat. Honestly, don't. Half the shit that I eat make me sick anyway. Soon as you start cleansing your body, soon as you start detoxing your body, when you eat that bullshit again, your body gonna let you know, family. I don't like the lines on my shirt. But your body gonna let you know that I don't like this. And at this point of my life, I listen to my body. I'm not the type of person we just did a video about motherfuckers taking a pill so they can drink milk. Why would you do that? Why would you listen, family? This is how addictive and conditioned that we are. We will go to the store. Our body is naturally rejecting this shit that you call milk, this pus and blood and ass juice that you call milk. You drink it, you get sick as a dog, you might throw it up, you might have bad gas for 2-3 days. You actually go to the store, take a pill so you can drink milk and cheese. This is how fucked up we are. So yes, it's going to be a hard ass journey for you guys to say, hey, I need to stop eating like this. Hey, let me get into a different lifestyle, or different, let me figure out what I need to do differently. And because you're not comfortable being fat. Nobody's comfortable being fat. And like I said, I wanted to show my iPad and show my pictures of me being big, but I think you guys have seen my plus size self. I think you guys are saying I wasn't comfortable. I mean, trying to go through life and not thinking about this shit. I was happy, but I wasn't comfortable. I literally had to sleep on the couch sometimes, or in the chair, because my back would be bothering me so bad. Do I still have little aches and pains? Yes, but I'm talking about being that morbidly obese. You want to talk about cleaning yourself. You want to talk about making sure you don't stink. You want to talk about just your overall personal hygiene. You want to talk about how long your clothes last. All this shit is something that fat people deal with that y'all don't know about. I know about. So you can't sit here and tell me you're comfortable. Man, I ain't going over there, man, because that shit, I'm too big to get on the rise. I'm too big to do this. I don't want to just be sitting there chilling, so I ain't going. Oh, man, the kids want to go here, man. I ain't going over there, man. They're going to want me to run, and man, I'm just getting too big. And I had these thoughts, family, in my 300s. Had these thoughts then, and it was just like, man, Edwin, this is not you. You're conditioned. You've been eating this way. Your body is aching. You're starting to make excuses for everything. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger until you just don't fit nowhere no more. So you're not happy. You're not content being a big motherfucker. Nobody is. Nobody wants to be the big motherfucker. Nobody wants little kids looking at this motherfucker like, oh, mama here, build that big bitch. Nobody want that. No, nobody want that. And that kid's supposed to do that. Listen, man. You're supposed to get teased. You're supposed to get made fun of. Use that shit as encouragement. Use that shit as, you know what, man? I was just finna buy me a gallon of ice cream. Let me not buy that gallon of ice cream. Use that shit as motivation. I'm going to show that little motherfucker. I'm going to lose this weight. If you can't do it for yourself, a lot of you motherfuckers do it for the likes. You do it for the likes. Because I guarantee you, a smaller version of you will get more attention than the bigger version of you. A smaller version of you will get more compliments than the bigger version of you. But now we got to work on your mental, because your mental fucked up, because you think you're sexy. You think you all this. You think you all that. Now you got motherfuckers making comments. The big girl culture is going away. Nobody, because first and foremost, it shouldn't be here. Secondly, you should be the ones, these motherfuckers should be the ones saying, hey man, ain't nobody happy being big. Ain't nobody happy doing this shit. We just did that shit because I got an attitude. It ain't confidence, baby. Trust me, it ain't confidence. Confidence is about doing something. Confidence is just not having confidence. No, that don't work like that. I know you guys will probably beat me up on this part right here, but that ain't confidence. Confidence is not waking up putting on a outfit too small. That's not confidence. That's attitude. That's attitude. That's a mental development that you said to yourself that I'm going to do this no matter what nobody else is saying, and I'm going to be a bad bitch. That's not confidence. No, that's not confidence. I don't. No, that's not confidence. Confidence is training hard, getting prepared for a fight, and was like, "Hey, man, I was confident that I was going to win that fight, or I was confident. Even though I lost that fight, I was confident. I trained hard. We had a great camp. My confidence levels was high because we put in this work. You don't get to not do something and say you're confident about it. You're confident about putting on some clothes that's too small for you. Nah, you're delusional. You're delusional. And that's what the comments, those were those first comments like, hey, girl, the guys or whoever it was that made the comment, I wouldn't wear that if I was you. That's way too small. Hey, and you think people are being rude. No. They're trying to snatch your ass back to reality. When that little kid see you coming in the grocery store and he starts backing up and looking at his mama like, help, that's what that was about. That's the reaction you get when you that big. That's the reaction you're going to get. And now, like again, social media, you're going to get the mean ones. Okay, cool. You get the mean ones, but you're the one putting yourself out there like that. And that's what we try to, and some of us try to say, hey, don't do that. Don't. Why you, if that's what you want to do, first thing first, make your page private so everybody don't get to see it. Or turn off the comments. Make it so people can't comment. So y'all so worried about what other people's, y'all paying attention to what everybody else is saying that so you move different. You move weird to me. Everybody, even right now, a lot of people move weird on this internet shit to me because y'all give a fuck about what other motherfuckers say. Okay, so y'all give a fuck about what other motherfuckers say. Stop the lies. Stop being delusional. Stop saying that big motherfuckers are comfortable, because I never was comfortable. I never was comfortable being big. It's hard. And listen, man, when I watch 600-Pound Life and I see these people with pants on and they be lying, because one dude said he was in a 4X shirt, and I'm like, dude, you 700 pounds and in a 4X shirt. I don't understand that, because hell, I got a couple of 6 and 7 and 8X Pro Clubs to this day that my wife uses as like nightgowns and shit. So I know, I know you're not in a 4X, bro. I mean, quit lying. Because a lot of these people to tell you, oh, I'm big boned. Oh, I'm 250 and I'm fine. I'm 280. 5'9", 280-pound woman. You are. I don't give a fuck what your shape is. And I've made other videos about this, that our bodies lie to us. Okay, everybody is not. It's not genetics. It's just the way our body stores stuff. You know, some bodies keep a shape. Some bodies, will turn into like a blob. And that they get that belly, they get the back, the butt turns into like a little oblong tabletop. They get extra rolls. Their arms get super big. Some people, men and women, they stay in that hourglass shape. And they just get wider and wider. But it's still a shape. I was that kind of dude. I still had a decent shape, but I was just 400 plus pounds. You 200, you 5'9", 280 pounds. Baby, you heavier than me. And I'm 6'3", 6'2", 280. You too big. It's not, listen, man, just because it's shapely doesn't mean it's healthy. And this is what and listen, I'm going to say this before I'm finna get off. This is what this Ozempic community is going to find out in the next few years, because they're not changing the way they eat. They're not being conscious of what they're putting in their body. That pill makes them stop having those desires to eat, which, hell, Sounds like a good pill to me. But if the pill wasn't causing all these medical problems, then that would be a good pill. So you're going to see a lot of medical problems come from those pills. And you're going to see a lot of people still having heart issues, still having diabetes because they're still eating bullshit. The change isn't, listen, I get the change. I get everybody wants to change. And this is the truth now because you wasn't comfortable in your skin. You're not comfortable in your skin. You're not proud to be a big girl. You're not happy living a BBW life. That shit is delusion. That shit is the illusion of your delusionism, if that's a word. That shit is the illusion that you put out there to us because you're delusional. That's what that shit is, and it needs to stop. Because if those top names that you got, I'm pretty sure you guys can name off some people. If they was truly happy being big, they would still be big. Okay. But you're gonna see the medical results is going to be the same because they're not trying to change what they're eating and how they're eating. Like I said, the hardest thing about this journey is finding something to eat. Hardest thing out there. It is what it is. Like I said, I just wanted to say to you fat motherfuckers, man, stop lying to yourself. Stop being delusional. Hey, dive into this health and wellness, man. Don't just take the pill. Don't just take the pill. I mean, you obviously you was lying. So obviously you want to be skinny now. But anyway, let me wrap this up. And like I said, if anybody morbidly obese or was morbidly obese and they're now taking pills or had a surgery to lose the weight, let me say this to you. Don't stop there. Pay attention to what you're eating. Pay attention to what you're consuming. And, tell us about your journey and tell us the truth. Don't sit here and lie and say you was happy being fat. You're not. Nobody's happy being fat. You're a fucking lie. All right? Hotel.